Tidbits from TNT, Thursday the 10th of October 2024. Listen to the full version on the official dinarreport.com website and become our supporter on Patreon. Tishwash. Details of the meeting of the Federation of Iraqi Chambers of Commerce with the Kurdistan Regional Government. The Federation of Iraqi Chambers of Commerce held an economic meeting today, Thursday, October 10, 2024, in the city of Erbil in the Kurdistan region. The head of the Kurdistan Regional Government Council of Ministers, Saba, said in a joint press conference with the head of the Federation of Chambers of Commerce, Abdul Razak al-Zuhairi, which was attended by the correspondent Sumerian. This meeting is part of the regional government's meetings and comes within the regional government's efforts to build the best relationship between Erbil and Baghdad, he noted. Noting that, the meeting achieved great success and yielded fruitful results, and the trade relationship between the two sides was discussed. We previously held a meeting with the Economic Ministerial Council, followed by another meeting of the Kurdistan region delegation with the federal government. He added, stressing, we agreed to hold another meeting in the Kurdistan region's Council of Ministers. Meanwhile, the head of the Federation of Chambers of Commerce, Abdul Razak al-Zuhairi, stated at the conference that the central government has a special response to the trade sector in the region. It is noteworthy that the meeting included the participation of 19 heads of Iraqi chambers of commerce. Tishwash. A qualitative shift and an increase in trading. Securities announces the launch of a new website for the Iraqi market. Wissam al-Mullah. The Securities Commission announced today, Thursday, the signing of an agreement with the International Finance Corporation to develop the Iraqi market. And while it indicated the preparation of a guidebook to raise the transparency of companies, it confirmed that the new website of the Iraqi Stock Exchange will cover spot stock prices and is a qualitative leap. The chairman of the Securities Commission, Faisal al-Himas, told the Iraqi news agency, INA. The commission signed an agreement with the International Finance Corporation in the first quarter of this year to develop the work of the Iraqi Stock Exchange. He explained that the authority has worked on developing the guidance booklet and the government guide for companies, which is expected to be ready by the end of the year, in order to present it to companies and benefit from the guidelines contained therein. He pointed out that the booklet aims to increase the level of transparency for companies listed on the Iraq Stock Exchange, which are often late in publishing essential information in accounts, which affects investors. He stressed that the Commission has launched the new website of the Iraq Stock Exchange, which will cover spot stock prices, which will allow the investor to read the market movements of any company, and this is a qualitative shift that will result in an increase in trading. Tishwash. Parliamentary finance. These are the reasons for the rise in the dollar exchange rate against the Iraqi dinar. The Parliamentary Finance Committee has identified the reasons for the rise in the dollar exchange rate against the Iraqi dinar during the current period. Committee member, MP Jamal Khoker, said in a statement to the National Iraqi News Agency, NINA, there are several factors behind the rise in the dollar exchange rate against the Iraqi dinar. The most important of which are speculators, currency smuggling, lack of control over border crossings, some private bank owners, and some parties, not named, controlling money laundering, and other factors. Khoker explained that the Central Bank of Iraq has nothing to do with the rise in the dollar exchange rate against the dinar, and there is no hosting of the bank president in parliament in this regard. Tishwash. Minister of Agriculture invites Saudi Arabia to participate in the investment forum in Baghdad. Minister of Agriculture Abbas Jab al-Maliki called on Saudi Arabia, on Thursday, to participate in the investment forum scheduled to be held in Baghdad soon, while expressing his hope to open prospects for joint cooperation in the fields of agriculture, environment and water. A statement by the Ministry of Agriculture stated that the Minister of Agriculture headed the Iraqi side in the meetings of the Iraqi-Saudi Coordination Council to discuss prospects for joint cooperation between the two brotherly countries. Noting that the topics raised of common interest were discussed, and the activation of the Memorandum of Understanding between the two sides was also addressed, in order to advance the future agricultural reality. He continued, cooperation and investment in water desalination projects were also discussed, considering that Saudi Arabia has extensive experience in this field. In addition to presenting and discussing a number of proposals that serve the interests of the two brotherly peoples in various fields of common interest, including agricultural fields. According to the statement, the Minister of Agriculture called on the Saudi side to attend the investment forum scheduled to be held in Baghdad next November, expressing his hope to open prospects for joint cooperation in the fields of agriculture, environment and water. During the meeting with the Saudi side, the Minister of Agriculture presented investment opportunities in the agricultural field, which can be implemented and activated through achieving partnerships, and according to the instructions in force under the partnership law recently issued by the Iraqi government. For his part, the Saudi side stressed its keenness to enhance joint cooperation in the areas raised in the meeting, especially in the field of agricultural investment. Listen to the full version on the official dinarreport.com website and become our supporter on Patreon. Source: Dinar Recaps.